Sue here, welcome back to my channel. I've been filming this intro for the 100th time because I keep coughing because my room is hella dry. But anyways, I just had to put that out there. So for today's video, I thought it would be fun to go through the top bestsellers at Olive Young Global starting from number 10 and kind of give you guys my honest opinion to see if they're really worth it or not. And let me tell you guys, I'm going to be brutally honest. No sugarcoating. Actually, that's a lie. I will sugarcoat a lot because once again, I don't like to hurt people's feelings. By the way, guys, I have noticed that their ranking does change from time to time. And this video, my video that I'm shooting today, is based on their ranking on January 15th. So please bear that in mind. But yeah, let's get started right away. I will be actually mentioning number 10 and 9 at the same time because they're both from the brand 3CE. Now, when it comes to 3CE, I have very mixed feelings about the brand. First of all, I love the brand because, oof, they've got that Instagram feels and aesthetics, and it's like, oh, I really want to be that, you know, that cool girl. But at the same time, I am someone who leans towards more practical products in general, and 3CE, when compared to their pricing, is not the most practical brand that you can find. Anywho, let's look into the products themselves. First, we have, like I said, the multi-eye palette. Now, once again, I also have mixed feelings about the palettes. There are a couple of versions. So the one that I have is Plot Twist, Dear Note, and I've also tried their Overtake palette, I believe. Now, with these palettes, I know they're a huge cult. So many people love the palette Overtake. I believe that's the name. I personally didn't fall in love with it, but I think this Dear Note palette is amazingly beautiful. I think when it comes to makeup, it's all really about what you're really into. So if you're really into like deep glittery shimmery shades, of course this is your option to go. As for the quality of these brands, these are pigmented, these are very powdery. There's a bit of fallout, or quite a bit of fallout. However, one thing I will mention is that they break so easily. They're like kukudasu, which is like a snack in Korea, which is famous for crumbling super easily. So already I have the Dear Note palette. I don't know what I did with it, but it's already like crumbling to pieces. So one of the things that got me concerned when I was preparing for this video is that these are surely bound to break if you order them overseas. I mean, I got mine in the mail within Korea, so just imagine what this will go through when you're shipping it from overseas. So that's another risk that I guess you'd have to be willing to take. Now, the price of these palettes on the website are $42. And oof, do I think these palettes are worth $42? I personally think that it's a little pricey. Maybe if it's on sale, I would recommend you guys to get it. But $42 for a palette that breaks really easily is a little bit over the, I guess, price limit for myself. Instead, I would actually recommend the Peri Peri All-Take Mood palette that's also on sale. Like, they're selling it on the website. And oof, these palettes, girl, these are buttery, they're pigmented. I love the color arrangement. You get your warms and cools in one palette. This palette was actually the palette that I used for almost the whole year last year after it came out. And it's a fraction of the 3CE palette's price. If you want something a little bit more shimmery and you like the brand 3CE and the image and the feels that it gives you, of course, go ahead. But I'm more of a practical person, like I said, so I would rather recommend the Peri Peri palette. So yeah. For number 9, we have their lip tints, and oof, these remind me of the good old times when I used to do lipstick swatches on my channel. Chanel, I'm sorry guys, Chanel. I uploaded a video swatching and reviewing all of the colors. So if you guys are still interested and you want to check it out, definitely go see that video. I think that video is like a 200 years old. I look like a baby there. I gotta say, I'm not surprised to see them on the top 10 ranking at Olive Young because I generally did enjoy them, especially the colors. Oof, the colors of these lip tints are beautiful. They're not like your generic like red, pinks, but they really did a good job in making that right coral pink with a hint of red. However, these are velvet tints, and even though they do dry out matte, they don't have the best longevity. And longevity is one of the things that I'm really looking for, that I'm really into these days because I'm wearing masks all the time. So I need my lip products to stay put and not get transferred onto my mask as if I've been making out with it or something. These have been out for a couple of years now, so there have been a lot of advancements with the formulation. And so I think in terms of just formula, you can get so many other different products that are a lot more elegant and more thin as opposed to these. I would actually recommend their 3CE Cloud Lip Tints instead because the formulation is so much better in terms that these last a lot longer and they apply a much more thinly onto the lips. These are a tad bit more drying, but it's not to the extent where, you know, you get like dry patches on your lips. This is also on sale on their website, so if you're into mattes, I do recommend this one instead. For number 8 and 7, we have these sheet masks. Oof! I love sheet masks, guys. Do you guys like sheet masks? I was so not surprised to see these on the list. These are huge called even in Korea. They're super popular, and I personally like these as well. So starting from number 8, we have the Abib Gummy Sheet Mask Heartleaf Sticker. I really adore Abib sheet mask. First of all, their sheet mask is super thin and they're drenched with essence. It's like a whole bottle of skincare inside the sheet mask. So I really do love it, especially to hydrate my skin. Of course, like I mentioned in my last video, just because I do have contact dermatitis, I don't put these on for more than 5 minutes. But this one, even after like 5 minutes, it doesn't really bother my skin too much. Just because it's so hydrated with essence. So I really adore this one. No complaints. Actually, I do have a complaint. It's a little pricey, I gotta say. I think this retails for, let me check. It retails for $22 for 5. So let's do the math. Crap, this is embarrassing. $4. $4.40, right? So I would totally get this when it's on sale because I think it's worth it. It's so hydrated. It's great quality. Delish. And I've seen a lot of reviews where people are like, oh, this really helps out with calm down like the small pimples, those little grainy pimples on the forehead and whatnot. So absolutely fantastic. No complaints. Just get it when it's on sale. Next up, we have the MEDIHEAL Tea Tree Care Solution Mask. Oof, this is also a huge cult. This I think everyone has used. This is a sheet mask to really calm your skin down and calm any breakouts, pimples. It has tea tree leaf oil, centella. It also has heartleaf extract. So it's just a great little calming potion. However, when it comes down to how much essence this has and how hydrating this feels or how nice the sheet material feels, I definitely would pick this over this, regardless of the effects that it has in terms of like calming. Both of them are calming though. I just think that this doesn't have as much essence as I remembered it to be. I don't know. This is an upgraded version, so I don't know what happened, but I think just Abib is just such a great one. We are skipping number 6 because it's this lacto probiotics eating thing that I haven't tried yet, and we're jumping right on to number 5, which is the rom&nd Hanbok see-through matte tint. And oof, guys, I really think I overlooked how beautiful these colors are. So rom&nd is a brand that's really famous for their beautiful makeup products, their eyeshadows. I love their quads. I still love their eyeshadow quads. Their lip products are great. I personally love their lipstick line more than their velvet line, just because they're a bit harder to work with. You really have to be careful with how much amount you apply and work on your lips, or else you can look crazy as a clown. But once you really get in there and thinly apply this over your lips, girl, it's like, I want to make out with you, you know? They came out with the 4 colors in the Hanbok collection, and the colors are so freaking beautiful. Actually, let me apply one right now. The color that I'm applying is their blush purple. This is how I like to apply it. I just like to do a little dab of the product, and I don't use the applicator because it's a little hard to control the amount, so I just like to use my finger and just dab and spread it out. And once you do this, okay, I'm sorry, let me just apply it first and then talk. Ooh, look at that color. So once you apply it really thinly like this, it just clasps onto your lips like it's a second skin or something. It really does feel really thin. It honestly feels like you didn't put anything at all. Oh, it feels so nice. However, when it comes to longevity, especially like if you wear a mask or if you eat something, it does disappear really easily, surprisingly. Like I thought this would have like the greatest longevity, but it doesn't. But I've been drinking this cup of coffee and it does transfer a bit, but you can still see that the product is somewhat there. So it's not a complete disaster when it comes to longevity. Oof. Yes, girl. I would totally recommend this. But like I said, no longevity. Don't expect anything from longevity. At number 4, we have the CLIO Kill Cover Fixer Cushion, which I personally thought was very, very time period appropriate. Just in case you guys haven't noticed, we are living in a world where there's a pandemic, worldwide pandemic going on. It's been going on for a year, so we all have to wear masks. And so I think this cushion, out of the rest, does the better job of staying put under masks. And it's actually funny because I also have been using this as my go-to base foundation, base makeup. And I actually uploaded a whole routine telling you guys how to do your skincare and base makeup so that it stays put underneath masks. In regards to how the traits are for this cushion, I just found it to be in the middle of all the characteristics, like in terms of coverage, finish, like it's not too matte, it's not too glowy, it doesn't have like the biggest coverage, but it has some. However, I will say the formula of this cushion is very, very thin. So if you're not into that cakey face or anything like too thick, too matte or anything, this is definitely one of your best friend pal. What? You will like this, that's what I mean. And I think that's the biggest reason why this works so well underneath mask, because it goes on so thinly, you don't have to worry about it getting messy or transferring too much. So it's just a very clean, nice, very like dainty cushion to work with. And I've noticed that even though the formula is thin, it does a pretty good job in filling up my pores, which I'm very, very concerned about nowadays. However, please don't expect this cushion to be like super mask proof. Don't be like, Suani, I tried this because you recommended it, but it still transferred onto the mask and the longevity wasn't great. Don't say it until you've tried my routine out, okay? So, like I said, I've uploaded a routine and that really does help make the base makeup stay put. And I'm just saying that this cushion works the best out of the rest. Like, it works better than the rest. I'm not saying it's the best. You guys know what I mean. Placing at number 3, we have another sheet mask. This is the Dr. Jart Vital Hydra Solution Sheet Mask. Now, I just want to say, unlike the other products, I was a bit surprised to see this on as top 3, as a matter of fact, just because with the other products, I totally understand why they are on the ranking. Like, it's a cult, everyone, a lot of people use them, I've used them, I've seen it everywhere. But with this one, it was, I guess it was a surprise. I just didn't realize a lot of people like this. So for me, it was my first time using this, and I think I like it. It's a very simple, basic, hydrating sheet mask that maybe I would love to use before my makeup because it's not too much. I mean, if someone gifted it to me, I wouldn't mind using it, but I wouldn't go out of my way to purchase it. I just didn't find it to have that amazing wow factor like, for example, the Abib sheet mask. So it's a very regular sheet mask. It's hydrating. It's got aquaxyl, xylitol, butylene glycol. So a lot of great hydrating ingredients. But just for the experience, I guess I wasn't blown away by it. It's just a nice, easygoing, vanilla-like product. At number 2, we do indeed have the CLIO Pro Eye Palette, which I actually used to have a lot of, but I gave them all away. Now, actually, as a matter of fact, I do think the palette is wonderful. The pigmentation, CLIO has always nailed it with their makeup products, you know. The pigmentation is wonderful, the color arrangement's great, but for some reason, just funnily enough, I gave all of my products away to other people just because I always managed to find a palette that was more compact, more handy, had a better color arrangement that was to my liking, and had bigger mirrors. So this was one thing that always bothered me about this palette, is that it has like a teeny tiny window, and I'm just like, what? Like, why bother, you know? But in terms of the quality, I do recommend it. And the price is $35, which isn't bad. Of course, I would still recommend the Peri one because this is so affordable. And by the way, Peri and CLIO are from the same company. Placing at number 1 at the website, we have the DOKDO Round Lap Toner. Yes, yes, yes. 100 times yes. I love this product. So this is basically a toner that's very watery. It's very simple. It's another vanilla product, but this is so affordable. Actually, the product that they are selling right now is 200 milliliters. The one I have right now is a whopping 500. I love it so much. I literally use this like water. Like I'm just like, psh, I'm very generous with it just because I don't have to worry about it using it really fast. So this is a very simple, gentle, just a product that's, you know, that's like ready to hang out with everyone. No fuss, that easy kind of going friend. However, if you're looking for like a wow factor, like if you're ready to get your mind blown away, don't expect that from this friend. This is not that kind of friend. This is just a gentle, nice, subtle friend. Also, the ingredient list is super simple. It only has like 16 ingredients with panthenol, allantoin, betaine, which are all great for really keeping that moisture and protecting your skin barrier. So totally go for this, girl. Totes. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I reviewed all of the top 10 bestsellers at Olive Young Global. I hope this video kind of helped you guys kind of make decisions, smart decisions about your purchasing. Please bear that in mind that I did keep these reviews a little short just because there are so many products to go through and I didn't want to bore you guys and make this video a billion years long. So I did keep it brief, but I did try to be as concise as possible. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao!